One of the other things that we're going to do is we're going to trot this horse around in a circle, and we're going to use our legs to help supplement our hands. So we're going to get his body in a straight line as best we can, okay? And we're using our hands to kind of start that process. But right now I'm using some right leg to help push that rib cage up and away from my leg. So I want it to get off my leg and not push back at my right leg, which you can see right there when he kind of flags his tail and hops a little bit. That's him telling me that he really doesn't want to do that. He's not releasing from the pressure of my leg as freely as I would like. So I'm just going to kind of stay with it a little bit until I finally do feel him release from that. And then when he does, I will release my leg a little bit, relax my leg a little bit. Okay, right here he's wanting to lope. He's getting a little frustrated with me because he wants to do it his way instead of doing it my way. And I'm not going to get mad at him. I'm just going to stay with it until he relaxes and figures out when he does it my way, it's much easier. So I really want to be trotting if I can, okay, and making that horse get off my right leg with his rib cage, but keeping the rest of the body parts in a straight line as much as possible. We got a lot going on right now, so it's a lot to keep track of, but we're just going to keep chipping away at it until we can get him to play our game. So I'm actually going to go ahead right now. I'm going to put him in a reverse arc until I can get him off this right leg a little better. Then when he does free up and relax, then I'm going to take that reverse arc out and I'm going to go back and try to get those parts in a straight line. Again, we want him to get, I can feel that rib cage pushing on my right leg in this situation, and that's part of the problem in the spin too, is he's bowing his rib cage to the outside, pushing on my outside leg, not wanting to move away from that pressure and move that rib cage up and away to the inside of that spin, and in this case the circle. Now I finally get what I want. I'm going to relax a little bit and just take the pressure off and let him trot. Let him kind of soak that lesson in, see if we can learn something from it. I'll pick him up again and see if I get any better responsiveness from him. And there we finally get him to release. We get what we want. So then we'll let him break down to the walk. Okay, soften his face a little bit. We're going to ask him to turn this way again. And hopefully we can get him to straighten up. Now that wasn't perfect, but it was a better start. At least that way, you know, he's learning to pick himself up a little bit and use himself a little better underneath me, and his footwork gets a little cleaner. I know that I can always go back to turning fast. That's the easy part usually with these type of horses. Okay, they want to turn fast because they've either been allowed to, or they think that that's the way that they're going to stay out of trouble. That's, you know, their responsiveness to try in order to try to please. But actually it's inhibiting him in this situation. And what I'd really rather have him do is slow down and turn correct and learn that muscle memory of stepping or spinning in the correct position so that he can increase his footwork and actually turn with a higher degree of difficulty. Whoa. Felt like that was a lot better, and I think that's where we're going to kind of start, and we're going to continue to build on that.